We live, baby. We live.
We live, baby.
And I'm going to get the link so I can check my link. Share the link.
Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo. I'm sorry, we live. I need to chill out. The world cannot see me in my form, in my truest form.
All right, sharing the link on Twitter now.
Can you send me the caption? Feeling with the roof got to go.
I didn't do a caption yet. Okay. We are live now. I'm just tweeting. We are live now to talk about the show. Tap in. Tap in. Honey, have a seat, girl. It's too much. Okay, let's get it started.
What's
the way to get back over? You good?
I'm doing a caption.
What's the way to get back over?
I said Kirk have to pay all this money for Miss Rasheeda Boo.
We're trolling. That's exactly what I wrote down. What you mean Kirk gotta pay? We're gonna get into it.
Somebody said that.
No, I don't like Kirk.
Oh, you don't like Kirk. Oh, I thought you said somebody said that.
All these lashes lashing the way they need to lash because I didn't put no mascara on.
This is real.
There's my mascara down there. Let me just sink on down there.
I'm gonna help you make it look natural. This is an exercise.
Oh my gosh.
That we are doing. Benny with the roof got to go.
Okay, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Cameron. I'm back with Couraygeous, and we were here to do 11 Hip Hop Atlanta review here on Cameron Music TV. How y'all doing? How did you like the show?
This was a very interesting show. This season, I feel like this season is about trust and communication because there's a lot of that going on.
There's a whole lot of family drama, bro. I'm like,
this is true. This is a true statement.
These storylines are very intricate, and I cannot say that I am upset. Hey, y'all need to chill out.
You know, we just gonna give them their own camera next time.
Okay, so let's we pick up where we left off last week with Yandy and Infinity. They are still having this conversation that has now turned into an argument because Infinity then walked off. I expressed last week, I can't stand when people walk off.
Yeah, I'm happy that they had a heart-to-heart, though. They came together and they actually talked like actual people.
Yes, they were able to get it together. Even Yandy had to follow her down the street. She understands what she comes from, what she's been through. So she's like, you know what? I'm going to stick with her. I'm going to stay with her. I'm going to stand beside her.
I'm going to stand beside her. Yep.
They got it together through some tears, and they was down there kneeling on the side of the street.
Yeah.
Do you think that Infinity's just young and she just needs to learn that Yandy's like really there for her?
I think that now that you literally just said it, I think that one, Infinity is young, and there's a difference between growing up, being adopted by a regular family, and then being adopted by a celebrity family. Like, I feel like usually being young, you know, I go to social media all the time, but, you know, to just kind of vent and stuff like that. So you have different standards when it comes to being a celebrity. You can't really do that because the media does twist your conversations and make it seem like you know, it can put you in a whole lot of deeper stuff than what is actually going on. So
yeah, and so when you say stuff like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna shut all this down and write a tell-all," then yeah, your celebrity. Oh,
is it Honey or is it Kobe? Is it Casper?
no, honey, come here. I'm about to close this door, and I don't want to do that because I know they'll bark when my husband gets home. But at this point, come inside. Come on, because y'all doing too much. Doing too much.
Too much.
No, I feel like when you threaten to write a tell-all with the normal family, they just say, okay, girl, live your life, you're being dramatic. But with a celebrity family, that you definitely have a point. Like, no, you can't write a tell-all when we do a lot that the cameras don't need to see, right? So yeah, no, that's real. I'm glad they were able to get it back together. So next, Rasheeda is impressed. We know that that's her store. First of all, we was just talking about this Toucan Sam wig. I am so here for the colors. Y'all know I love colorful hair.
When she put it on Instagram, because I follow her on Instagram, she's been having that for like a little while. But it really, like, the bob look, it's clean, it's cut, it's like bob.
Well, this one wasn't the bob.
Which one?
Not that one. The longer one with the yellow and the green and the roots was black.
I didn't see that one. I probably saw it, but I know the bob cut. That was it for me.
She always looks good with the bob. And, she has lots of great hair, beautiful hair.
Right.
So that's why I appreciate, her wearing the wigs and stuff, because she is defying this preconceived notion or this ugly myth that women wear wigs who don't have no hair. Like, right. Looks.
She got her own wig company, so it's self-advertising promotion all the time.
You better plug it. Because I just found out. I think I'm gonna go live on Instagram and just.
You want me to bust out the bundles for you from Rasheeda?
Not Rasheeda, honey. So yeah, she's in there. Her mom rolls up. I see her mom in the confessional looking good. Okay,
she did
with the magenta top and the hair, skin
flourishing. It was the earrings for me.
Yes. So we are talking about. Looks like the storyline is going to be this relationship with Rasheeda and her sister that is a little strained. Where basically the sister is always asking her for money. She kind of can't get it together. And Rasheeda's like, that's why we're not that close. I feel like every celebrity has to deal with this.
Probably so. Girl, I have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely understand. I'm just playing. Not necessarily asking for money, but I definitely understand like the difference in having a sibling who is like I have a brother who's 10 years older than me. So I've only lived with him. I think he moved out of the house at 18, so up until I was 8. So it is like age difference really is like a big thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the sister, she don't seem super like way older than Rasheeda, but she only looks older because she probably done been through some stuff. Like,
yeah, and also, I dropped my pen, girl, but also keep in mind that she probably does, and I'm not saying it's the way this going to sound, but hopefully somebody got some sense. She don't have the money that Rasheeda has either in order to keep these looks going.
That is true.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm sorry, I just totally got distracted because I do remember Rasheeda having hair. I didn't know that was the name of it because there's a vending machine in my mall.
Oh, yeah. She has those.
Vending machine. I remember that now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got distracted.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna talk about that a little later. They're trying to get the relationship back on. Erica is with Dr. Jackie. All the celebrities, they go see Dr. Jackie when they get pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
And Dr. Jackie's trying to express to her, like, I don't know why you was shocked. Safaree was shocked or at his, reaction. Because remember when I told you was pregnant, you was like, you just stared at me.
Right.
And I feel that, but at the same time, Safaree's reaction wasn't just shock. He fled the scene.
Mm-hmm. When he...
So no, Dr. Jackie. We're not going to give Safaree all of that.
I don't know. I feel like the postpartum situation, I've never been pregnant, never been married, never had a child. But to a certain extent, like, I understand it's very stressful for a man to do this. Because remember, I was on Safaree's side in the beginning. I was on his side in the beginning, but I don't know. I feel like when we see them, never mind, I'm going to stay in order.
Okay. So Erica does say that she didn't think about, like, okay, we just got married, we had this child, and now we're in quarantine. And we said that last week, right?
Yeah.
We talked about how that was a whole lot of firsts forced into with each other. Mm-hmm. And this quarantine brought about a lot of divorces, girl. Now she's playing with a dog on thumbtack. I can't.
That's why you need the pet insurance right there. That's not dog activity.
She lives life on the edge, girl. Hey! Why are you playing with that? I don't even know how I got down there. She lives life on the edge. It really annoys me. And it's so funny because she kept doing her paw like this. Like a little
You need to be more like her. Live life on the edge.
Okay. And we buy all those toys and they don't want to play with them. So that's why I ain't got no toys in here. Okay, so yeah, we're going to see them talk about it later, but it's good that we had that full circle moment. It came together where we realized, yeah, we were right. Like, that's a whole lot of firsts. Mm-hmm. Young baby Tate.
Okay, so first things first, she's the one who had the million hit thing that just happened, right? Okay, let's start with the positive. Let's just start with the positive there. Congratulations on that.
That's so nice.
I'm always here for, hitting the high bar. But okay, that's enough of that. Let's get into...
That's an aspiration of ours, hit a
Right. So, I'm actually happy that this dude... What's his name? Guap
Buddy?
I'm happy that his stupid self decided he wanted to stop talking to her. Because you can tell that she's going to be this person who tries to be like, oh my God, I hope he loves me. I hope he stays. I hope he understands that I'm really sorry. But he manipulated her in that whole conversation and made it seem like everything was her fault.
Hold on.
All right.
You feel like he manipulated her?
Yeah, in a sense.
If we look back, child, I'm going to go live on my Instagram.
Yeah, I'm finna do that too.
Let's go live on my Instagram because we about to have a disagreement, and that's fine. We're gonna have some dialogue.
You can refresh me on a few things too, but
from the screen.
Hold on.
I don't know. I'll just do it like this.
I'm talking about the conversation where they were outside and she had on the eyeliner,
Yeah, that's cute. Okay, so let's just put their part together. Okay. First of all, she feel like her whole thing is, first of all, let me just say, she can actually sing. She says that she's never dull on stage. That's not true.
Yeah, we saw that in the first episode. Mm-mm.
She's rehearsing. She's rehearsing in the space with the producer dude.
I don't know his name. I don't know his name either.
I don't know, but his black scent was doing a lot. Okay, it was doing a lot, and he seemed like he got a little crush on her. She come up out the sweatshirt, she in the little sports bra, and she doing what needs to be done. She dancing, she's singing, blah, 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 woo, woo, woo. And then she's saying like, oh yeah, I'm really not able to focus because I'm on the brink of tears because everything that went down with me and Guap Dad last night. I'm already like, you're putting a lot on this that you didn't in your first rollout on the first episode. You was like, I got a little something in LA. So you already was starting with the cool, trying to make it seem like whatever in front of your new friend, in front of the camera. I got a little something in LA, Mm-hmm. So then when you get to LA and we see y'all on screen and y'all kissing and you all into him, it quickly becomes, no, you're supposed to be my dude. Like,
I forgot about that. That's definitely valid.
he hops so quick, light years, like, and that's, I mean, I think in a way, yeah, he's seemingly very dry. He's not gonna just admit to a situation or something just because she's saying that's what it is to save face. So yeah, in those ways, he is a jerk.
Right.
Because even in the game last week, it's like, did you have to tell her you wasn't going to Jamaica like that? No, you didn't. But also, she got in front of her friends in this camera and was quickly like, this is a relationship.
Yeah, I feel that too with the manipulation situation from his part. He just, like, I feel like both of them are making it bigger than what it is. Like, making the situation as a whole. Not like the situation ship, but just like the situation as a whole. Because I feel like he's exaggerating how she actually approached, like how she actually said, like, if you're not my boy, then you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I think he was just saying, like, I'm tired of all of this. You know what I'm saying? I really enjoyed you. I really like your hair. I really like your nose. I really like your eyes. I really like your shirt, but
yeah. And that's the thing. This is the thing, right? We all have been in a situation where you talking to a dude, you trying not to put labels on it, you trying to fill it out, you trying to just, be, and then quickly you like, okay, what are we? Because we spend all this time together.
right.
But it's not the time to put the pressure on the dude when you in front of all your friends, like, so are you going or not? What are we? What are we talking about? Like, that's too much.
We got some action. We got some action in the comments on YouTube. So if you were watching us on Instagram, make sure you go over to YouTube because we are live on YouTube over there. We're not going to be live all the way over here for that much longer. But Trey Money says, I low-key think this is an intro for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. That's what it's giving.
We like Trey Money.
Yeah.
Okay? We got Trey Money. And you are right. Because they're going to have to develop that side with a younger audience. Because, listen, I can't do no more April. I can't do no more April on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I just can't do her.
See,
Monique, I love Monique, but Monique's getting older. So, yeah, you might be right about that, Trey Money. We do need a segue into next week. If you are live on Instagram, please hop over to YouTube because, like Nisi just said, we are not going to be here too much longer. Oh, now it's making me nervous. Okay, so Guapdad retweeted me when I said that. I don't want people to think that I'm just like not about female empowerment or I don't feel where Young Baby Tape's coming from. I definitely understand because we all do it. Like we fall for a dude, we put 20 on 10. I get it, but it's so blatantly clear that she was just like, oh, he's just somebody I'm talking to. Mm-hmm. This my dude.
Mm-hmm. Were there? Refresh me. Was there anybody else who was like booed up that night? Was everyone booed up that night, or?
No, so I didn't even realize this was Brittany B. Brittany B is somebody from Love and Hip Hop New York, and I guess they're friends. But she was the one asking her questions. I think that there were like guys there, and maybe like one or two other couples, but it wasn't all couples.
Okay. I was trying to catch the vibe on why she would say that.
Yeah, they were just kind of hanging. I don't think it was all that deep. Mm-hmm. So, this kind of coy, shy girl act that just quickly went into play, it's just kind of like, girl, where is this coming from? Like,
I don't know what her character is just yet. Like, it's very freaking hard. It seems realistic, young and confused.
That's how we be, girl. Not me realizing I was 22 almost 10 years ago, girl. Moving on. All right, so Rasheeda is meeting up with Kirk. They have a new press location, a new one. Mm-hmm. And she's very happy when she comes through the door. And she's like, hey, y'all. Hi, Carter. Like, it's weird for me to see because, I don't like, I'm used to just seeing them at odds. What?
What's going on?
Pretty Brown Lex says that they just posted my tweet on the Shade Room.
Hold on. I know you lying.
Girl, I know somebody must be. What's happening? Girl, you didn't stop the whole show. Hold on, wait a minute.
Girl.
I thought I was finished.
I don't see it nowhere.
Oh, no.
Where you saw that comment at?
On my IG Live. Maybe she went on the Shade Room's Twitter. I don't know. Hold on, wait a minute. She said, check your DM.
Not your DM.
Oh, girl, I'm gonna have to check it on.
Do you know her? Is this a random person?
I don't know. I know her.
Okay. I was like, is this a good source? But you can keep
Girl.
certified, girl.
Yeah, Alexis hot girl. She's it, girl. Let me look.
I don't see it on their Twitter. They don't have nothing on their story. First of all, while we have this intermission, let it just be known that we be getting likes from Love and Hip Hop. You said, who retweeted you today? Who retweeted you?
Oh, snap. Oh, Guap Dad did.
He retweeted you. Boom! It's over here. You want to know where it's at? It's over here. We use some reliable sources in here. We've been in the game. Let me chill out because before.
That's pretty cool.
What? They did it? They did it?
I see where she sent it to me, but I don't see it on Shade Room. But yeah, he did retweet me, and that's why I was like, let me just set the record straight.
Send it to me.
I'm all about female empowerment, but I'm also like, when we're young, this is the kind of stuff we do. Thank you. Pretty Brown Lex.
Pretty Brown Lex. I'm sorry. I need you to send that to me though. I want to see that. Cause we was just talking about accomplishments, boo.
Girl, let me see how I can.
Storyline getting boring every week. Yeah.
It is. It's very slow dragging. I don't know what that's about though.
I feel like we've kind of said this before though about the last season where it just kind of slowed up. I feel like if they had all the right characters instead of bringing out all these new people, you still have people that you haven't used up yet. Tokyo, where is she? You haven't used up Tokyo. I feel like
she was a fan favorite.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Why are we not bringing her back? And I'm also saying that because I'm from New Orleans, but you know.
Oh, so Pretty Brown Lex says, Guap Dad and Young Baby Tate are going back and forth on Twitter.
Right now?
But this is what I mean. Like, she's young, and I'm like, if this is what's gonna make get the people talking, then I guess it's what they have to do. But it just sucks because he made her look crazy. I needed her to be solid. And not look like a human, I guess.
I told you this wasn't what that was going to be. What is her Instagram, Twitter? I done typed in Young Baby Tate like 34 times. Or is she like Akbar and don't have no verification?
No, I found it.
Where is Akbar? She was a undercover Carly Red. Starting all the drama.
I spelled it pretty quick. You spelling Young Y-U-N-G?
Hell no, I'm spelling it correctly like it's supposed to be spelled.
Well, that's where you messed up, okay?
Clearly. All right. I don't see nothing about them saying nothing right now. They just retweet most stuff.
Girl. Well, let's move on because we don't need to be on here all night. Hold on. I would even be here for Erica Dixon and Scrappy and Bambi storyline. Yeah, because Erica's good TV and Scrappy is good TV. Mama D's good TV. But, like, I don't know. They're going to need to do something. The younger people got to bring it in a major way. And it can't just be simping so quickly. Mm-hmm. Let's kind of roll on through. So, yeah, so they kind of tie that up. Rasheeda is at the new press location. She's very happy telling Kirk about this dinner with the sister that they're going to have. Kirk going to fix his mouth to say,
I got to pay for it.
Right. First of all.
It's funny because Rasheeda. Go ahead.
First of all, how you been married this long still talking about what you going to pay for? I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe he is the breadwinner, but I don't think so.
What does he do for a living besides the bistro?
Girl, I almost got out of character just now. Because that's the point. That's the point. Y'all do stuff together. So why is it so quickly to roll out of your mouth like? And it didn't. I mean, she didn't even buy that and eyelash. So maybe like she's just used to it. But I was just like,
it was probably one of those comments where it wasn't a confrontational. It was just like a, how married couples be when they just say random things and the other one just doesn't react at all. Because I love how Rasheeda was just like, yeah, you about to pay for it, but let me tell you why. She didn't never say yes or no. Yeah. She was just like, let me tell you why.
He's real hell-bent on, okay, this is what it's going to be, but we're going to try to make this relationship better. That's the goal. Even with all the water under the bridge, all these things from the past, we're going to make it better, so we're moving forward. Cool. Mendeecees finally talks to Infinity in front of this car wash. And I respect Mendeecees because he laid down the law.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Trey said that Kirk has a good four-wheeler business. So he does the dirt bikes. Four-wheelers. That's what a four-wheeler is, right? Yeah. I'm not slow, y'all. I know what a four-wheeler is.
Like ATVs. Okay, so yeah, they got lots of business. They got the restaurant, the Frost Bistro. They have Pressed here in Houston, Pressed in Atlanta. Rasheeda got the hair. They have urban hip hop.
Right.
He's also a producer for music. I don't know if he still does that. I didn't know about the four-wheeler business, so that's what's up. And then also they probably do appearances and such and stuff like that. Uh-huh. Instagram, say goodbye. See you later. Hop over to YouTube if you want to join the conversation. Shout out to all of you who joined. So yeah. But yeah, he's out there talking to her, and I totally forgot I'd be liking to show these comments up here like this. Okay. So, so Mendeecees is like, listen, I understand that you and your feelings. I don't know you that well. I understand that, this is something that hurt you. So I want to apologize that hurt you because I know what it feels like to be left out because I sat in jail for 4 years and I had to watch Yandy post pictures as well.
Right.
But we let you know that this is not something that we do in our family. You are not going to be permitted to just be posting pictures or putting whatever you want out on the internet, acting off of impulse because you're upset, because you're sad, because you're mad. I feel like Yandy and Mendeecees did perfect parenting right here.
I love Mendeecees right now. Just because of how hard he's standing his ground, he's showing empathy, he's being compassionate about the situation. But it's also like, I want to know, I hope I'm not jumping too far ahead, but I want to know, like, the arrangements that happened when Infinity was adopted. Because technically, Mendeecees don't know her at all. Just like you kind of said, this is a random person. You know what I'm saying? You built a relationship with my wife and my kids, which is something that I couldn't even do. So I understand him feeling all type of ways. But it's like, he do have to get used to having this person around. He don't know if he could trust her. I feel like he's reacting as he should, honestly.
Yeah. And a grown person. She's not even just like a teenager. Well, she's at the top of teenagerism.
Yeah.
But she's grown.
Yeah.
So there's parts that come with that. And like his already kids have grown up in this time that he's been gone. So I think it's just a lot for him. So I appreciate him being candid and honest about that. And holding Mendeecees like to the fire, like, yeah, not Mendeecees, holding Yandy to the fire and saying like, listen, I know you have like a bleeding heart for this girl. I know that this is, someone that you've fallen in love with and our kids have fallen in love with, but I don't know her.
Yeah.
I already have trust issues and I have a lot on my plate. I love it.
And honestly, I love that his response to Infinity was like, because she was trying to get him to understand, okay, for Yandy, it's a different thing. She doesn't really know what it's like to be away from her kids because she been with them, all of them pretty much since they was born. But for her to say, like, do you know how it feels to be left out, like you mentioned earlier? And he's like, actually, yeah, I do. And it was because of my mistakes that it happened. Like, we're in the same boat, kid. It's just like, I feel like she is trying to take a yard and they're trying to give her an inch right now, and she's just moving too fast for what the situation is called for, because it could go left real quick.
Oh my gosh, different people are sending it.
I need to see this. Send it to me.
I did. I sent it to your Instagram.
I don't have it. I do not have it.
Girl, what the heck? Girl, what the heck? What the heck? I sent it to you.
You popping.
Let me double.
Let me see.
I still haven't seen it on the Shade Room though, but everybody's like, "You made it on the Shade Room." Oh, it's a slide over. Dang, they posting text messages.
I don't. Yeah, you didn't send it to me, girl. You sent it to somebody else.
No, I didn't. I sent it to you, girl.
Well, it's not popping up over here, but let me go see. You said it was on the first one. No. Oh, this one. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. We credited over here. Period. Pool. Insert. She's not gonna show y'all. But the shade. Hold on. The Shade Room retweeted Camera.
Okay. All right. So yes, I feel like what y'all grabbing at? I feel like I understand where Mandisi's coming from. I feel like I also understand where Yandy's coming from. It's not all the kids that know her. I mean, I think they know her, but Amir and Skylar were very excited to see her. That just warmed my heart, though. Seeing all those kids in that kitchen like that, I just was like, oh, they're just a perfect little parent.
Right.
Little
Right.
family.
I feel the same way.
Totally.
But yeah, I'm happy that Mandisi's is, standing his ground. It says a lot because he just got back home not that long ago. Well, it's been a little minute now. But, this is him putting his foot down, giving authority, and showing him, look, sis, like, I understand you in this family, but you got to give me some time.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
For sure. All right, so we just talked about that scene, so we're going to roll on to Rasheeda's sister's dinner, which got very emotional very quickly. Okay, first of all, let me say, Rasheeda's auntie or her mom's sister, they look just alike.
Girl, I was like, did she change her clothes? And then I was like, oh, okay. That's
they
probably
just alike.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're having this dinner. It's a little family, quaint little dinner at looks like Frost Bistro, and child, it escalates so quickly. The sister is in tears. She's like, I just wish that you would have called. All those times that you were busy and you had places to go. Like, I wish I could have rode with you. But I'm just kind of like, if you were clearly out here doing what you had to do or doing what you wanted to do, and you only hit her up for money, then doesn't the phone work both ways for you to say, like, hey, sis, can I roll with you? Instead of, hey, sis, can I have $1,000?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it do make it harder for anybody really to reach out once we already know that you just about to ask for money anyway. And just like Rasheeda said, Rasheeda had commented and said, like, basically all you had to do was say that. But she was like, I get this vibe that you don't want to be around. And it's also like, I understand vibes and situations, but if you're going to have this opinion and not voice it, you know what I'm saying? If you want something done with the other person, it's not going to happen if you don't tell them what you want. Or if you don't talk to them about what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you really want it to work.
And that's the thing, like, the communication part. Like, for you to just be like, oh, I wanted this from you all these years ago, and then punish you for it. That's what I don't be messing with right there.
Uh-huh.
Like, if you didn't say nothing all them years ago, how is a person to know? Yeah. You didn't even give a person a chance to acknowledge.
And then also,
come here.
If you realize, you're saying, how is a person to know all of these years you didn't say anything, and it's the punishment part? Are you saying the punishment part is her, like, asking for money, like, reparation situation?
The punishment part is their strained relationship.
Oh, okay.
She had this wall up, and now this is how she treats her. But it's like, I treat you this way because when all these years before, I was just giving you money. and you wanted something else,
Mm-hmm.
you expected me to invite you along for different things, but you never said nothing. But can I have $1,000?
Yeah, but Rasheeda did say she invited her to everything, and she just decided to sit over there in a corner and have an attitude and be snooty. Honestly, I wouldn't invite you after the first.
Okay. And that's the part for me too. Like, people have to acknowledge their part. Acknowledge your part. Acknowledge your part. So yeah, that's gonna have some levels to it, and that's what I'm seeing about Love and Hip Hop. Like, they doing some real storylines.
Yeah.
These seem like some storylines. Not too much fabricated type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Safaree and Erica.
At last. With the conversation that happened, I guess it's like in the studio of their house, the all-white room or whatever, I feel like Erica did pretty good with her accountability in that situation.
She did. Look at Trey Money's comment. Trey Money, you be doing all the behind the scenes and the background work, and I like that. I like that.
He's the researcher here.
I do, like what we just said. Yeah, I do think that they are taking a shift in direction. I don't know if this is still under Mona Scott Young. I don't know. But they're definitely steering away from so much drama, fabricated, ratchet baby mama type drama, and keeping it near home. Yeah. I don't know if I like or dislike that yet, but yeah, I do see that. I see that. You said Erica tried what now?
I was gonna say, do you think that is because the crowd is getting older? Not the crowd, but the cast is getting older?
No, I think it's because of George Floyd happening. I think because of a lot of companies and everybody being more about Black Lives Matter. I think when all that happened, like Black people, the Black community seriously like took a step back and was like, oh, the whole country is now rallying and supporting us as a race. Mm-hmm. And so I feel like all these different platforms were like, we need to take what we put out a little bit more.
Yeah, I see that too. And that's why I had made that tweet that Love and Hip Hop had retweeted. And they was like, I love that they're using this platform for this, because it's like, they always say that Black people will only watch stuff that have drama in it. And it's like, we're slowly pulling that out of you. And here's what's happening in the real world. Okay, we're slowly pulling that out of you, and they're kind of applying it like that. So yeah, I like that.
But that's another crazy thing is that the numbers are like low right now. So I don't know if people are just past what they think it's going to be, if it's like ratchetry, or if the good stuff is causing them to turn it off. I don't know. But yeah, so Safaree is like, he rolls it out in his confessional like, I hate that I reacted the way that I did last week with Erica, because I don't ever want her to feel that way. And I'm just like,
You don't care.
He don't care. Like, talking to her in this room, and Erica like apologizing, which made me cringe, because I'm like, he's not the type to understand the apology for what it is. He took it and was like, oh yeah, you should be sorry for the way you told me. And like, my reaction was just fine. No, she's apologizing because she understands like why you were shocked. Yeah. You fleeing the scene, dirt bike, a 4-wheeler, ATV, or whatever, is not the way you should handle it.
Yeah, and you can tell that Erica is on edge because she's asking him more questions now, and she's like, okay, well, if it's not a boy, if it's not what you want, like, are you going to leave? And he was like, I don't know, I would feel some type of way. Okay, well, say what that feeling is. Like, communicate what that feeling is. And I feel like she's just doing it for her. Oh my God, Trey. I feel like she's doing it to make sure, she knows that she's probably going to have to be a single mother pretty soon, so she's kind of trying to prepare herself for that. And yeah, if you've been on her Instagram, I think that's what she's been doing, honestly, because it looked like the last time I saw him on Instagram, he was in Jamaica and she was in ICU.
Yes, and it was definitely the baby falling for me as well. And listen, that's how you can tell two different parenting styles. Okay, one is trash, no parent at all. And the other is like a parent. Okay, the baby is on the guitar, the baby falls, and she's crying, screaming like babies do. Erica's, rushing to pick up the guitar. He don't pick up the child. She pick up the guitar and the child. And the baby's screaming. And Safaree literally has no emotion. And he's like, well, it's your fault.
Yeah.
Over there.
The only thing I will say is, if it was my child in this situation, yes, I would have laughed too. That should not sound like a surprise to nobody up in here. But I would have laughed too, but simultaneously the mother instinct would have kicked in and been like, let me pick her up. I don't agree with letting my girl stay on the floor. Like, dang, daddy, I'm hopeless.
No.
Help me.
Or even if you're gonna say she has to learn about pain and falling down, okay, we'll talk to her and calm her down.
Yeah. It's okay. Like, you're okay. You're fine. You're strong.
And I'm sorry, Safaree not going. If it was me, he wouldn't have had too many more times to embarrass me publicly like that. Nobody. I don't know if a lot of times when you're first like newly married, which I've been married 3 years.
Girl, I thought she was going to say 3 times. I was going to be like, dang, I've only known you.
Grown up. A lot of times when you're a newlywed, you're like, okay, I can't do this like a normal relationship. You can't just get out. You can't just quit. We got to make it work. We got to work through things. You don't want to hurry to no divorce because all these people were present at your wedding. All these people watch you get married. So you want to do the things that it takes in your marriage.
Right.
So I feel like Erica's like, I don't want to get no divorce, but honey, we see why you should. We see why you should. So if you having doubts, if you feeling like, what are people going to think? We are all behind you.
Yep. We are all rooting for you.
We are rooting for you, honey. Because he's out of line. He's out of line. And then bringing a son into it, it's just messed up. It's messed up when you're like, all this time she had a baby with somebody she loved, right? Was in a relationship, went through what she went through, was a video vixen, went through these relationships, was a firecracker of a person, blah, 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 boo, boo, boo. Then met Safaree, who she was not studying at all.
Right.
Okay? And he wanted her. Then they got married, and then it was just like, now she's settled. In the world of a relationship with this guy that she loves. So yeah, of course, okay, I'll have your baby, I'll do the things. And then he just turned out to be a slack person.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what she realized too. That's why you gotta take the time and learn who you're gonna try to spend your life with.
Bro, that is a cautionary tale right there. That is so true. And even if you take like all these people that be engaged for like 7 years, 9 years, I never understood it till I got married myself because 2 years is not enough. 3 years is not enough. 5. I mean, really, being married, you still learn that person, and you can never fully know them in every situation.
Right.
But it is like you truly have to learn that person because Safaree just completely switched. He completely switched. And the thing about it, like I was saying, she had to learn him in a situation where they're in quarantine. Mm-hmm. No one really knows each other like that because anytime somebody gets annoyed or upset, you can go to the gym. You can go hang with your girls. You can go hang with your boys. But for a whole year to be stuck in the house, that's a different kind of...
Yeah. And that's something that, like we said last time, that's something that really nobody is prepared for because who wishes for a pandemic for one?
Girl, we just not being over it, clearly. And it might be back. Trey Money says maybe his son will change him. I don't know.
I'm very scared of that because I'm scared that he's going to give all his attention to his son and completely neglect his daughter because he wanted to have a son, which I don't think he'll completely neglect her, but he'll definitely have a favorite.
Well, next week his mama going to enter the chat. His mama going to enter the chat next week. Okay. And I'm so ready. I need mom to move in. Now, I know that, the Jamaican mom, I don't know if she likes Erica because maybe she wanted him to marry a Jamaican woman. I don't know. But I would not be opposed to her. But this is what I was saying. Mm-hmm. When y'all raising these sons, y'all got to give them some emotional intelligence. Okay, you have to instill in them the things that they're going to need in their relationship. It can't just be all about protecting the home and providing money and being the head of the household, being strong, don't cry. Like, y'all got to instill these things because this is what happens. I don't know that Safaree's mom didn't do those things, but clearly somewhere along the line he's dropped it. Now he's older. They're over 30, but it's just like, come on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I definitely agree, especially with the emotions. Like, I feel like the more you are open and talking, like, well, the younger you are while it happens, you're easier to identify your emotion and get yourself together and kind of handle it. Because I don't know. Yeah, that's a whole bag of worms right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, that was the show this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Anyone else who tuned in, make sure you leave your comments down below on the review on the show, what you thought about our commentary, anything that we left out. Make sure you subscribe to both of our channels, myself at Camera Music TV and Couraygeous TV. Follow us on Instagram as well. Anything you got, Couraygeous?
Nope, that is it. See y'all regular time next week. Go like the Shade Room comment. Go retweet the tweets that have been tweeted, and we'll tweet with y'all next week.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I'm Couraygeous, Camera Music TV. See you guys next time. Bye.